Booktube. Today we're going to do a very late August wrap up. Very late. I know. We're in the middle of September, but books don't expire, you know? They're still good. We're still okay. Panic over. Let me just check. I don't know what I read. I read a total of 6 books. That is 2 audiobooks and 4 physical books in the month of August. I have to say I had a good reading month. Okay, so the first book I read in the month of August was Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. This is the third? Yeah, this is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. There you go, look at it. It's so pretty, I love this. And I absolutely loved this book. It was amazing. Full of action. We get to know Selena a bit more. We get to know her past a little bit more. And I have to say this book made me ugly cry because, oh my goodness, I have a very strong maternal instinct. So whenever I hear about a child suffering in any way, shape or form, and I can't do anything about it, that will eat me up inside. Like, I need to help children. It's just something in me. I've always been like that. I don't have any children of my own, but, you know, very strong maternal instincts. So yes, when we hear about Selena's past and how she became the assassin that she is today, it's not a spoiler because, you know, she has been an assassin since book 1. She's always been an assassin in this story. So, yeah. So when we hear about her backstory, oh my goodness! Tears. I love this. I loved this book. I can't wait to pick up the next book in the series, Queen of Shadows, is it? Queen of Shadows, and yeah, it's gonna be brilliant. I can't wait. And the second book I read in the month of August was The Raven Boys by Maggie. I can never say her surname. Maggie Stiefvater? Did I say that right? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, The Raven Boys. I'm sure you've all heard of this book, of this, the whole series actually. And yeah, it's been around Booktube for quite a while. It's very hyped. And I nearly DNF'd it. I came this close to DNFing this because I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I didn't really care about any of the characters or the plot or, you know, anything really. Like, I have to say, I picked this up because of all the hype on Booktube, but no, not for me. Sorry, no. I know a lot of people are really big fans of this series, and it's a very unpopular opinion, so please don't kill me. But I'm sorry, I just didn't like this. No. It was just so slow. And, no, not for me. Okay, and the next 2 books I read, we're gonna put them together here, were Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince. I love this series so much. I'm reading Clockwork Princess right now, and like, what? If you've read this trilogy, you know how I feel right now. The last book in the trilogy it's tragic, it's funny, there are some comic elements in it, but it's just so heartbreaking, and oh my goodness, I mean, I feel so attached to these characters. I mean, I love Jem, I love Will, I love Tessa, I love everyone in the Institute, and Magnus comes into this. Oh, I love him so much. I'm loving this trilogy, but I have to say, I made a mistake because I read The Mortal Instruments, and then I started on The Dark Artifices, Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows, and only now I'm reading The Infernal Devices, which is something I do not recommend because the latest series, The Dark Artifices, they do have major spoilers for this trilogy here. So I know what's going to happen to a couple of characters, but I don't know how we're gonna get there. But still, it kind of takes some of the emotion away because you know that that certain character is going to be okay, or that certain character is going to, I don't know, die, or that one is going to marry someone, or you know what the outcome is, but you don't know how they get there. So I have to say I have been spoiled a little bit for this trilogy, but even with the spoilers, I'm loving it. I'm loving this so much because finally I get all the quotes and all the inside jokes about the Infernal Devices, and I'm just loving it so much. I'm halfway through the last book, and I highly recommend everyone reading this trilogy. I'm only holding up 2 books because, you know, the other one's over there. But yeah, I highly recommend The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. Okay, and the next book I read was actually an audiobook. It was 13 Reasons Why by I want to say Jay Asher, but I'm not sure. It could be something else. Anyway, it was fabulous. It was really good. It was very gripping. But I don't know, I think it made the main character, the girl who commits suicide, I think it made her into this glamorized victim. Like, her life was so unfair, everyone was horrible to her, and we're supposed to empathize with her. We're supposed to see her as the victim. But sometimes she came off as, you know, a bit of a brat, if I can say that. I just didn't really connect with the main character. I did connect with the guy who was listening to her tapes. I really felt for him. And no, yes, if you haven't read this book yet, read 13 Reasons Why. Trigger warning though, suicide, obviously. And rape, I think. But it doesn't really describe it that much. You know what happens, but they don't go into detail, so it's okay. I don't really usually read books that have rape in them or any kind of sexual assault. I just avoid those books. So, you know, it was good. It was a good book. You know, I'm glad I read it. I wouldn't reread it because, you know, there are other more interesting books on my TBR list right now. But, you know, if you're curious, yes, go ahead and read it. The last audiobook I listened to last month, August, was at Bertrams Hotel by Agatha Christie, and it was absolutely brilliant. I love Agatha Christie audiobooks because they're short. They're so quick to listen to. I listened to this one on a day out with my parents. That was it, like on the car, on their journey. Like, that was it, you know. It didn't require any extra effort on my part. I just sat there, listened, and that was it. I think it was a couple of hours, not even that. It was really short, but really gripping, really good. There was a lot of characters, so you do have to pay attention to every single thing you're listening to, which is hard in an audiobook because sometimes you get distracted by what's going on around you. But I highly recommend it anyway because it was a fabulous story. I could never guess the ending. It was very surprising. So yes, I highly recommend any Agatha Christie book, actually. Yeah. So these were the books I read or audiobooks I listened to in the month of August. And yeah, I think overall it was a good reading month. I hope you liked this video, and if you've read any of the books I mentioned, leave a comment down below and, you know, we'll talk about it. And, you know how much I love comments, guys. So, you know, do a girl a favor and come on, comment down below. I think that's it. If you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you're new here, click that subscribe button to get more videos. And if you're not new here, hi, welcome back to my channel. Hello. I'm so glad you came back. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.